there again. Still a little sore, but still making good progress.
Is there any update to the status for tomorrow's game?
Yeah, we're not going to play him tomorrow. It's with a back-to-back and a week, coming up, a week off after that. The progress is great, but it just doesn't make sense to risk it right now.
So would he be out for the Rising Stars as well for Friday?
I would assume, but I guess that's undetermined. I don't know who makes that call, but he'll be out for our 2 games.
It would be the training staff, I would imagine.
But I'm more concerned with these 2 games coming up and what's keeping him healthy and keeping the progress going that we have right now with him.
Was there any contact? What he did say?
Yeah, there was some contact, which is the first time he's really done that. It wasn't up and down full court scrimmaging, but it was half court defensive drills with guys getting after it. He looked good, but there's still a little bit of discomfort.
Do you expect him to be able to go after the All-Star break?
Yeah, at some point.
Well, the first game after the All-Star break?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're going to continue to do, to treat him, and he'll continue to come in and get work done and get shots up. And when his body is ready, then he'll play again. And I can't tell you if that's going to be the first game, the second game, or the third game. It's just whenever his body's ready to get after it again.
So when you say discomfort for Lonzo, are you talking more about the healing process and just not getting all the way there, or is it more a matter of him figuring out how to play through it if it's going to linger at all?
Well, I asked the trainer, and the trainer told me he had some discomfort. So we got a flight to catch. I didn't get into the details of what he meant by soreness, but just as long as there's something there, we're not gonna put him back into the game. So I just know that.
Would the discomfort give you any concern about progress that's being made or towards getting back on the court?
No, not at all. Not at all. The progress is. He did the most since hurting himself today, and he didn't pull himself out. He practiced the entire practice. So the progress is good, and no concern with that.
You said he did some contact stuff. Were you able to see him with Isaiah a little bit, and how did that look?
Yeah, they were in the same group today. They look good. It's funny when you put skilled, intelligent basketball players on the same team. They seem to make each other look them and their unit look pretty good.
If they were both healthy, you think you'd be starting them? Both of them together?
What?
I'm saying if, let's say they're both healthy after All-Star break, do you think that it would be a good look to start them both together in the backcourt?
I don't work like that. We prepare with the guys that we have, and right now Zoe's not even active, so I'm not going to spend time thinking about that until we get to the situation.
In terms of starting lineups for tomorrow, you're planning to stick with the same as the last few games you've had, or do you think you'll change it up?
We'll stick to the same one we've had the last, since Brooklyn, I think, is when we went to that, so we'll stick with that.
What kind of role do you have envisioned for Channing?
Who?
What Channing Frye?
Oh, Channing.
Yeah.
Channing, he's someone that can really stretch the floor for us. Another player, and I'm interested to get him and Kuz on the court together as a 4-5 to, play with that type of spacing. He's a veteran that is going to be great in the locker room. He already is. The guy never shuts up, but it's always positive, and it's always trying to help younger guys. He's given tips throughout the entire practice. Just a great guy to have around, and I'm excited to get him out there too, to like I said, space the floor and see what that can do for our group.
Last night, Steve Kerr had some of the guys, Draymond, Andre, draw up plays during the huddles. They responded well. You've been around that group before. What is it you think about that technique that would make you respond?
Well, it's for him and that group. It's about getting the players to understand that it's their team. They got to take ownership, and the more ownership they take in what they do and how they how they interact or behave on the court, the more success they're going to have. And I think it's a smart way of a group that's had the success that they've had, and of keeping it fresh and keeping the main goal of growing as the season goes on, continuing to grow as a group. And it engages the players. I'm sure they had a good time with it, but it also gives them the awareness and understanding of what that feels like. So, they're mature. That's a mature team up there, and they can handle those type of responsibilities. And obviously, they responded well to it last night.
Can you? I know it's not been very long, but can you see the difference in having? I mean, with that trade, you guys got a lot older, on average. Can you see the difference of having more veterans in the locker room?
Not yet. I mean, we've only had one practice, or I guess two practices now since it's happened. But ask me again. Well, I guess not in a week, because I won't be around the group. Ask me in a couple weeks, and I'll have an answer for you.
Brandon's in the best three-point shooting stretch of his early career. What have you seen differently from him over these past 4 games or so?
I think the way that he's playing and the way that he's facilitating for us is really putting him in a nice rhythm. He's shooting the ball with extreme confidence right now. He's not taking bad threes. They're normally, inside out type of shots, or swing shots. But a player like Brandon that has the feel and all around game that he has, when they're really engaged in doing all aspects of the game, I think his confidence goes up. So playing the way he does, I think, as far as not being just a scorer, but defensively guarding their point guard and playmaking and pushing the pace, allows the fact that when that ball does get swung to him, he feels really good and confident with it in his hands, and that's why he's shooting such a good percentage right now.
Last question, please.
How much do you envision the additions of Isaiah and Channing to accelerate the development of your young players?
They're going to be great. They're going to be great for him, and they. Isaiah already, I saw in the game, he was, coming off pick and rolls and telling guys where to be. And, I called him over one time. I said, hey, they're starting to blitz you now. So he's like, I already told Brooke, I already told the guys out here. So, that type of leadership from a point guard position is going to be great for these other guys. And then Channing's great. He literally talks all day long. And it's positive, and it's from doing, closeouts with the bigs today, about having your left foot a little higher and keeping your arm up. So things that we teach as well, but when a teammate that's been in the league for, 12, 13 years tells you, as well as your coaches, it just speeds that up. So I'm excited to have both of them as part of that process.
Thanks.